Hey, this is Angela Brooks from angelabrook.com, and today I want to talk about excuses, because there's not a person that this video is in front of that doesn't have them. We've all had them. We all use them. And I just wanted to I was just looking at my Facebook page, and I wanted to give you an example. When I posted this morning, quite a long post. If you're on my profile, you'll probably see it. Depends on when you see this video. It says there's a perfect excuse for every single problem. And we can all think of an excuse. It doesn't matter what it is. I'll give you a simple example that I just did. And I had everything set up. I was ready to go live. And then I was like, oh, let me go take one of my supplements or I'll forget. So I get up and I run, take my supplements. And then I notice that I'm filling the toilet paper roll. I'm straightening the towel. I'm doing stupid shit that makes no sense whatsoever. And I'm like, oh my God, I've got to go do my video. Everything was sitting here. Light was on, laptop was up, and I'm doing things that were meaningless. The toilet paper holder could have waited until later. I wasn't even using it. So there's an excuse for everything. I don't care what you have, how easy, how hard. We can all think of something else to do besides what we need to do. And I have been working from home. Today is my 5th year. I retired from nursing, and I have a call coming from a member of Young Living. He doesn't work at Young Living anymore, but I had the opportunity to speak with him earlier in the year. I don't remember how long. It was the best hour of behind the scenes conversation I'd ever had. So I'm bringing him on. You want to catch that live, it's going to be here on this page somewhere, and then I'm going to post it in my group. It'll also be over on my YouTube channel, which is also Angela Brooks. Anyway, back to the excuses. See, I have to do things while I'm thinking about them, and I know you do too. But people have excuses that they smolder and they ferment and they use them. They keep them in their back pocket just in case they run out of something that sounds good. And I know people who's been in business. I'm still choky. I've got me something to drink, but I am better today. I know people who's been in business the same length of time that I have, and they refuse to do the simple things that they're supposed to do because it's hard. Anybody who asks me how to do money producing activities every single day is talk to 10 people every single day. And if you'll do that for 30 days, 30 times 10 people, somebody in that period is going to be interested in what you're asking. You're going to just ask the question. You're just going to have conversation. You're not trying to close them. You're just connecting with 10 people. So, and I have changed that terminology to connect with 10 people instead of talk to 10 people, because that word seems to freak people out. Another thing is, people say they want to be in a business. Business is hard as hell to do. I don't care who you are. There's a learning curve. And it's not no little bitty curve. It's a mountain that you have to climb. And actually in that process, you're learning more about yourself than you do the business because you are the main product. And people don't get that either. They're like, no, I want to sell this thing. But you have to sell this thing first. Because if you can't get somebody to have a conversation, you're not going to get their Visa card. So, but people say, yes, they want to be in a business. Yes, they want to be in a referral opportunity where you get cash when you refer people. They're going to get, if I said, hey, do you know one person that I can go talk to, and you say yes, you give me somebody's name, I hand you $50. Would you not want to do that? Most people say yes, but they won't do it. They won't give you referrals. They don't earn that $50 because it's hard. Another thing is they will use the startup fee. They'll use their spouse. They'll use, I'm working a job. So did I. I'm too busy. That's the biggest bullshit line you'll ever hear come out of somebody's mouth is I'm too busy. And they'll also be able to tell you what's on TV at night. I stopped watching TV so that I had that hour or 2 hours in the afternoon to work my business because I wanted out of that job worse than anything that I can tell you. I knew what 25 years looked like. I already knew what the job looked like. It was the same. It was like every Wednesday doing the same thing over and over. Yeah, we had different experiences, but it was the same people, the same job. Swipe the card in, swipe the card out. I wanted out. I just straight up wanted out. So your excuse is just a reason to fill the toilet paper holder. You don't have to work hours and hours in your business. Give it 15 minutes, give it 30 minutes, give it an hour a day so that you're doing something in your business to make it move forward. It doesn't have to be extensive. Write a blog post, write an email, do a podcast. I was doing podcast driving down the road because I was going from point A to point B. I had 30, 40 minutes of time, plugged in my phone, turned on Zoom, and did a podcast while I'm driving. Hit the end button, and then I finished it when I got home. I mean, that's the way I function. I know a lot of people use that as downtime. I looked at it as escape time. So you look at it as however you want to. And another person literally said this to my face is, yes, I want to do this. I want to do it. Yes, I've got the money. The money's not a problem. Yes, I can do the ER. And then she backs up and she says, but I don't want to look stupid. My husband, if I fail, he's going to razz me because I failed. And I don't like to fail. Hello? Who does? Nobody likes to fail. Nobody wants to look stupid. But the only stupid there is to look like is wake up 5 years from now and your life look exactly like it did 5 years before. And that's what I was doing for 25 years. I was waking up every year at Christmas grumbling about the same thing. I either worked New Year's Eve or Christmas Day. There was not both of them off together. I worked New Year's Eve or Christmas Day. It was altered years. I may have both Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve off in the same year. Whoop! Or I would have Christmas Day and New Year's Eve off, but you never had the same. So I knew what my next year was going to look like. Oh, I was off Christmas Eve, so while my family's celebrating, I'm going to be at work. So if you already know what it looks like, what's the difference in making change? The reason to start is because you want your life to look different. Simple. You just want to look different. So is there an excuse? Absolutely. You can think of great excuses and they all work. I had a girl this morning who said that, let me see where it's at. Said, thank you so much for these posts. They really encourage me. I'm prone to the poor me pot. And it's what keeps her from moving forward. Because you get nervous and you're going, oh, I'm not good enough. Actually, I just had a training with Ray Higdon. Just got off the training with Ray Higdon. And that's what they were talking about was moving forward, the lack of confidence, not feeling that you're good enough, not feeling like you're worthy to provide content for people. You don't have to know it all. Share what you do know. I just got off the training with Ray. I'm going to regurgitate what he taught me. And one of the things that he said was at the very beginning of the training, he said, I want you to say this out loud so you can do the same thing, is I want to be a millionaire. And it makes me giggle. It truly makes me giggle because that's my goal. And, you know, making a million a year versus having $1 million is two different things. But when some people say that, they immediately have these counterpart reactions where they're going, I want to be a millionaire, but they're like, I can't because I'm not good enough, or I'm not smart enough, or I don't know enough. And when actually you know as much as the next person because you're learning and sharing what you're doing. So I want to be a millionaire, and I want you to be a millionaire with me, except you have to do the work. I'm not going to do it for you. That's all I have today. I'm going to jump on a call. I'll be setting the call up so it'll run here on the page. So if you're not busy, you can watch it live and you can jump in and ask questions, or it'll be, of course, on here and you can watch the recording. Again, this is Angela Brooks. If you're not on my newsletter, go to angelabrook.com/newsletter. It's really hard. I used to name that all kind of crazy things. And this year is just calling things what they are. I'm talking to the elephant in the room. I'm not walking around things. And I like it. So I hope that encourages you, and I hope to see you on the call this evening. and I'll see you on my next newsletter. Bye.